Alright, guys, this is going to be my thoughts on WWE. And, there's a. I've been going kind of in a lengthy chat with Deshaun Williams, who is nicknamed McAvoy. And he brung up some good points, and I'm going to go ahead and share with you what me and him have been writing about. And sorry, Deshaun, I'm sorry if you don't, want this shared, but I feel that, a lot of people, a lot of wrestling fans have been feeling the exact same way. And, he messaged me about, let's see if I can. Sorry, guys. For some reason, it's not letting me. There we go. Okay. He asked me, because he thought I'd been negative, and I am being negative. I am not liking the product right now. Yes, I'll get to why I'm not liking the product here in just a second. But, he's like, you badmouth the product. It's crazy. Nothing they can do for you is right. There's a lot of things that they're doing that are right, but it's how they are doing them that is pissing me off. And I'm like, he tells me to watch, it's the same get rich quick schemes from WWE that I'm getting sick of. The rest of the audience feels this way also. That's why everybody in Orlando and in Miami do the yes, yes, yes thing because they're sick and tired of being fed vanilla. I mean, it's, and as for TNA is a clusterfuck. I haven't seen an episode of TNA in over a year. I don't intend to see an episode. The day Bischoff and Hogan walked in the doors, the day I quit watching. He said the ratings are up. He says, no, they're not. Look at the ratings in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania. They went down. And The Rock, from Elimination Chamber all the way to WrestleMania, was on every single episode of Raw. And they went down and down and down. He says buy rates are up. No, they're not. No, they're not. The internet is buzzing, but since when does WWE care about the internet? Lesnar is huge, and I diss him before he even wrestles. Yeah, because, WWE is gearing toward next year's WrestleMania. They want that another, nugget. And I think that, how they get there is going to drive more people away and make the buy rate go down. Lesnar is not as big of a name as The Rock is. They're trying to capture lightning in a bottle, and I don't think it's going to work. Cena needs to be turned heel. Oh, heaven forbid, what would you rather have? A couple of $25 t-shirts sold, or have a heel John Cena who people are actually going to wonder what the hell it's going to do next, because this guy finally, he snapped. He's let everybody get to him. He's let everybody, get inside his head. But the Cena sucks, and he's snapped. Cena could sit there and go, do what McAvoy just said. Nothing I do is good enough for you people. I could hang the moon now 10 times over, and you people are still going to boo me. I rise above hate, and it doesn't matter to you guys. I've beaten everybody that there is to beat, won every title that there is to win. I've done it all, and it just does not matter to you guys. You still can't stand me. I'm sorry. John Cena has X-Pac heat right now on him. They don't hate him because they hate the character. Well, they don't hate him because they hate what the character's doing. They hate the character itself. I'm sorry. I would gladly exchange two $25 t-shirt sales for 2 $50 pay-per-view buys. Or I would gladly change 2 $25 t-shirt sales for 2 $25 tickets. That's more asses you have in the seats. Come on now. I could buy a t-shirt off WWE's website anytime I want to. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go to the shows. You know? And the NCAA championship game, who gives a damn? I don't watch basketball, football, whatever it was. I don't watch it. And let's not forget that 20 years ago, back in like 15 years ago, back in like 1999, 98, 2000, WWE was drawing huge ratings, like talking 6s and 7s and 5s. Beating there was weeks where they beat Monday Night Football. So the fact that Dancing with the Stars is on, or the fact that the NCAA championship is on, or the fact that the Monday Night Football is on, it's no excuse. No excuse. No, This Is Your Life with Rocky McFoley did an 8.9, I think it was, or 8.0. Might be an 8.9. I don't know, but it did an 8 something. It proves that the people are out there, and it proves that they do care. When a year rolls around and it's the night after WrestleMania 29 and The Rock and Lesnar are both gone, we'll be left with the same old shit. The Punk Jericho storyline is fine, but they've taken a WWE title and a guy like CM Punk and a guy like Chris Jericho and have reduced him down and that title down to being mid-card at best. 25 to 30 dates for Lesnar? Why? What if his diverticulitis flares up? I would hate to have Rock versus Brock or Brock versus John Cena penciled in for WrestleMania 29 and then his diverticulitis flare up and he has to be in the hospital and can't wrestle on that show, but yet you've already put all the time and the marketing into it. It's a liability and not a very good one. It's not something WWE, they should watch their back. Plus, let's not forget that, Lesnar has no problem quitting WWE again. All they got to do is, all they got to do is piss Brock off one time and he can walk out. And the fact that he was in UFC doesn't mean shit to WWE, because if you go back and watch his debut, they make no mention of him being in UFC whatsoever. Why not come out there and go, oh my God, the former UFC World Heavyweight Champion is now in WWE? Gee, it makes it seem like a regular sport again, if only for a second. Yahoo.com this morning had Brock Lesnar changes sports. And then in the article itself, they acted like it was a joke. They acted as if wrestling was a joke. Come on now. Why couldn't, him walk out there and go, oh my, the former UFC World Heavyweight Champion, multiple-time WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar, has jumped ship. He has jumped ship. He's retired from the UFC, and he's coming to where things are a little bit better, Just saying, folks. Just saying that at the end of the day, they're not thinking very much long term. Got a couple more notes here. Raw did a 1.9. Raw did a 3.4. It doesn't add up. If you got 1.9 million homes to buy this pay-per-view, why aren't they watching Raw? Why don't the ratings for the next night reflect that? They sure as... And I'll tell you why. They didn't give you a reason to want to tune in tomorrow night. Now, if Brock would have shown up at WrestleMania, and after the damn Rock Cena match, they're Cena's up on the damn ramp with that stupid chucklehead look on his face, and then all of a sudden The Rock gets F5'd. That means something. And that gives them a reason to tune in the next night. But that didn't happen. And new stars. You need to start pushing new guys. I mean, why are we, Cena got pushed now. There's nobody left for him to beat. And WWE created their own monster with this. They created their own monster with this, and that he beat everybody there was to beat. To the point that they're now having to go outside of their bubble for older guys, because he could squash everybody else that comes in or that is already there. Albert coming in, Lord Tensai, okay. I will say, I thought Chris Jericho, what I have seen of the Chris Jericho Mark Henry match from Raw was freaking great, actually. Those two bring out the best in each other, I thought. There's nothing new on the show, We're going to get the same rematches next month, and after that, what fans have tuned in, we're going to tune out. The Daniel Bryan yes have already been converted back in, they've already instructed Daniel Bryan to, go out there and just say they're mocking you. Go out there and continue to act heel. Just ignore this yes. It'll fizzle out because it's just fans left over from Mania, and don't worry about that. You're still a heel. No, come on. Come on. Was it not the fans that turned Randy Orton babyface, Come on now. That's, I think that, then you have the whole deal where they're chanting it at a Miami Heat game. Ooh, big deal. It's still Miami. When they get out of Florida this coming Monday, and it's still going, and then when they go to Washington D.C. this Monday, and it's still going, and then when they go to Hampton, Virginia for SmackDown, for that old school SmackDown, and it's still going. A month from now, over a month from now, when they roll into Richmond, Virginia for Monday Night Raw, and I am there in that crowd, and it's still going on strong, then I will believe that, hey, WWE, you need to take this seriously. You need to take and I'm a Daniel Bryan fan. I'm a huge Bryan Danielson fan. I love Bryan Danielson. He's the best, one of the best workers ever going on in this business today. But, it's the fact that WrestleMania match being so short has nothing to do with it. It's been brewing for months with Daniel Bryan. Get AJ off of him, turn him back face, and have him run ruckshot everywhere. There you go. Anyway, if you have any thoughts or questions, please feel free to email me. My email address is going to be at the end of this, as well as my Facebook link. Add me, subscribe to me, do whatever. But there you go, guys. That's my response to everybody saying, oh, you're being so negative. You're being so negative. There's not really one positive. Why does The Rock need the WWE title? Why? What do we really get out of The Rock being WWE champion? Besides the fact that if he does not lose it to somebody relevant, if he does not lose it back to like a CM Punk or a brand new star coming in, it makes it look like shit. Anyway, that's my thoughts, guys. I'm Trucker Joe, and we will see you down the road.